Hi, in this clip I'm going to be teaching you how to make sense of a Epic account and how to get your kid using it to the best of its ability. Now, Epic is a great online tool which has a free version and a paid version. But what it does is it allows a student to have access to a huge amount of books online. And then they can even download those books to be able to read them offline. It's essentially having a library on a device, and you can go anywhere with it, which is great. The other thing that I want to mention is you can actually access Epic on a web base, so desktop or a laptop. But it's a reading platform, and often with a book, you move around and you sit somewhere. So I like to use it personally more on a device, but it can be used on a desktop. Now, so I'm going to walk you through what the application does. So I have an iPad here and I've downloaded the Epic app. So I'm going to click on it, and I've already signed in as a student on this. So my class code will automatically bring me to my class. I'm going to find your profile, click on it. It may have a passcode, and if it has a passcode, then you'll have to enter that first. So once your child clicks on their account, then you can see it recommends and suggests things for you. There's some new releases, popular series, top picks, and then if you go through, you just see all sorts of different genres and lists of things. Now, let's just click on one, okay? Cat Ninja. All right, so this will open up the whole series of different Cat Ninja books. And down here it says some specials. I'm going to click this special, okay? And this is now just like a book. I can flip back and forth, and I can read it, okay? But there's some useful tools up here. So if I tap the page, I have a heart, which means I really like it. It's one of my favorites. You can unheart that, okay? And what that does is this program keeps track of what you like and what you spend time on. It's kind of like a smart library. The more you use it, the more it will recommend books that it thinks that you will like based on your preference and what you spend your time in, okay? Now, the other button up here, say I'm like, that was not something I liked. You can click this little I button, okay? Not for me, you can click. And that will put it kind of at the bottom of your preference and won't show you books kind of like it anymore. So that's good to know. Once you're done, it has this button that says Finish Book. You can click that. It says complete, and it catalogs that, okay? So that's good. Let's back out of this. So you tap it, and then you can click this. There's an X in the top there. Then I'm going to back out. Now there's some options at the very bottom. The first one is Explore, and that's kind of back to this main page where you just have lots of different options. Next one is Search. Say you really like iguanas or you want to learn about rocks. You can type in something there, and it will bring you all the different books with that subject. You can also go through and say, let's see what kind of topics are already in here. Mythical creatures. That's interesting. With one tap, it'll pop up a whole bunch of different books on mythical creatures, okay? The next one, the middle button. This is your profile. This keeps track of everything, okay? It says how many books you finished, how many hours you've spent in, how many pages you've flipped, and how many videos you have finished, all right? So this is a handy thing. The teacher also has access to this, so they can see how much time you've spent on it if you've used this application or not. And then you get badges depending on what you do, how much time you spend, what kind of books you read. Kind of little bonus gamification for you. Library. So if you put a book in your favorites, it saves it here too. So then you can easily just grab it next time if you don't finish it. Recent is recent books you've read. Say there's something you remember, you want to go back to it. You have an easy one there. Now this offline thing. You can actually click on some of these books and then you can download it for offline. view it with, if you're in a book and you click these three dots up here, get that going again. Come on. Okay, you can say save for offline. There's a little option there. Really handy, especially if you're taking this on the road, or you're somewhere where you don't have internet. So highly encourage you to use that. Another handy feature is a lot of these books have the ability to read to you. Okay, so if we click on any of these books, there's sometimes an option of read to me. Or if I click that option, it'll show me what books that can be read to me as audiobooks. So that's really, really nice as well, and it will follow along with the text on most of the books. So there is a lot of great reasons that I would highly encourage you to use this app and to get your students or your kids and yourself a little familiar with this app, just because there's great things that you can do, and it can get your kids reading a lot more. Just opens up the what you would normally have in a home library or even a school library sometimes. Okay, excellent. And that is how to use Epic.